Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho, aka Tone Sniper 98. So this is the Whales log for the month of May for our Genshin Impact. So here we go. Made a lot of improvements, so I've got a lot to show you. Let's see. This is my current team that I'm using for friendship farming. Rosaria, Big Chungus, Xingqiu, and Mr. Razor. Razor is my most recent addition. Actually, no, that would be lying. I think Traveler is technically, but I got Razor's artifacts recently to all plus 20. He didn't roll very great stats, but I still use him. He still does pretty good work anyway. So I'm pretty happy with him for the time being. But yeah. So let's try going over the changes, all the improvements that I made for the month of April. Like I said, there's lots. So, first things first, let me go by banner. I believe the most recent banner was obviously the Zhongli with Yanfei. I'm trying to think what the banner was before them. I think it was Pop-Tart with Rosaria, right? Before the Zhongli banner. The last one that we had for 1.4, that is. So, let's go over those first. Where is he? Tartaglia. He is now C6. I actually rolled him C7, but obviously we don't count those. So C6 Tartaglia, very good. I will one day revise his artifacts to make it a little bit better. See what his most optimal artifact set is, because he's now C6, which means he should be one of the DPSs that I use more frequently. And in fact, I actually use them to beat the Lectors in 12-3 of Abyss. So he's already put in a lot of work. C6 already paying for itself, sort of. Yeah, implying gacha characters pay back the money you put into them, right? But in any case, yeah, so Pop-Tart is C6. Rosaria is also C6. So she is one of my more recent characters. So I might as well show you guys what she's working with. Her artifacts rolled very well. 75% crit rate and 167% crit damage. I believe she gets a little bit extra crit rate from her either her constellation or her talents somewhere here. Yeah, from her Regina crit rate, I think. So there's that. And there's also this, the Shadow Samaritan one. So that's pretty cool. All talents base level 6. Let me see what she needs. Oh, she needs the butt plugs. I think I was saving the butt plugs for somebody else. I think it was Ganyu who also needs butt plugs. Let me check real quick. Yeah, Ganyu also needs the butt plugs. So I'm gonna be looking to max Ganyu's talents first with the shadow, whatever the official name for those materials are. What are these called again? Shadows of the Warrior. Okay. But base talents level 6. That's good enough for now. C6 Rosaria, like I said. I'll show you her artifacts individually, starting with, let's start with her cup. So yeah, this one rolled very well. All into crit rate and crit damage. And cryo damage bonus. Very nice. Timepiece is this one, as you can see here. Roll a couple times into crit rate, once into crit rate, and I believe another once into crit damage. It rolled I think once into EM, and I think once into defense percent, which not ideal, but hey, it is what it is. Her feather also rolled once into crit rate, and then I think twice into crit damage, and then once or twice into HP percent. So could be better, but hey, I'll take it. Same thing with her flower. Rolled once into attack percent, and then rolled the rest into a crit rate and crit damage. This one actually rolled a ton into crit rate. I think this might be a 3 roll into crit rate. Yeah, it must be. It must have started out as a 4 line, and it rolled once into... Actually, no. Is this a 4 line? No, I think this started as a 3 line, if I recall correctly. 3 line, and it rolled twice into... It rolled attack percent and rolled again into it, so twice attack percent, and then 3 times into crit rate. I think that's how it goes, I think? It's either 3 rate. Nah, 14.4% seems a little bit too high for just a 3 roll, right? Yeah, because even if you were to roll max crit rate 3 times, it still wouldn't be enough for 14.4%. So this must have started out as a 4 line, and then rolled once into attack percent and 4 times into crit rate. So this is definitely one of my better pieces as far as crit rate is concerned. And so Rosaria has it, which is very nice. This flower is definitely a big reason why her crit rate is so high at 75%. So that is cool. Nope. Go back to our artifacts. This is her mask. Her mask is her weakest piece, as you can see. I wasn't able to really... I was in no position to be really picky with crit rate, main stat, Noblesse masks. I need to go back to Noblesse Dungeon at some point after I'm done degenning Pale Flame to see if I can pick up some more good Noblesse artifacts. So yeah, maybe get a replacement one for Rosaria here. She doesn't need it because her crit rate and crit damage are already so good anyway. But, you know, obviously I'd like to have some better substats. Hopefully one with energy recharge, because the one weakness that my Rosaria has is that she doesn't have very good energy recharge. So while it's not an issue, it's not like a big issue with my Rosaria's gameplay for right now, I have noticed that she could be charging her ult a little bit faster. I believe with at least like 1 or 2 more energy recharge substats, she should be good. She should be fine, where she can basically loop into herself, or loop her ult into herself, or into itself. Sorry. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to grab a better crit rate mask at some point for her. So here's the hoping. So yeah, by far her weakest piece, but a crit rate main stat. And yeah, I think that's about it. So she's running currently 2-piece Blizzard, 2-piece Noblesse, just as a general, general use kind of support, kind of offense. I guess balanced is the term I should use here. Balanced Rosaria build. Her weapon is Blackcliff, the one you get for Star Glitter. Yeah, Star Glitter is the term. And yeah, this spear has been doing her very well. Its main stat is crit damage, so that's obviously a good thing. And its passive is pretty nice too. She does need to get a kill with it first though, which can be iffy, but if she does get a kill, then it's great. But yeah, I will probably try to get Blackcliff to R5. I don't know how many copies of Blackcliff I can buy for this month, because this month is a Blackcliff rotation this time. So if I can't get any more, if I can't get enough extra Blackcliff copies to get this to R5, then I basically have to wait 2 months for a Royal set to come in first and then rotate out again. So, but yeah, I do plan on getting Blackcliff R5, just a matter of how much I roll, which probably won't be too much, all things considered, for the month of May, because I've already gotten my Zhongli and Yanfei rolls out of the way, and I don't plan to go too hard for Eula, probably only C1, so... I may go hard for the weapon. Depends on how badly the weapon banner treats me. Also, I need to roll for Summit Shaper, which I said I would because I don't have Summit Shaper yet. At least 1 copy. I just want 1 copy, so it's either it could be very quick or a long and arduous process. I know some people are saying Summit Shaper is not that great of a weapon, but I just want 1 copy of it anyway, just for collection purposes and just to level up and say that I have a copy of it. So I need to roll on that, Eula, and weapon banner. The weapon banners can be potential salt mines. Not Eula though, because character banners are rarely salt mines for me. I mean, they never are actually. It's really only the weapons that give me trouble. And even then, the weapon I'd say I'm very lucky when it comes to weapon banners in this game. And hopefully that luck streak continues. So let's see what else. Yeah, I showed you her weapon. So yeah, there's my Rosaria build. She's very good. I love using her a lot. I may consider getting her to level 90 once I'm done with other things that I have currently lined up. So yeah, I think I've already showed you guys Big Chungus and Xingqiu, the boyos. I'll go over Razor because I just recently built him. C6, talents base level 6 as usual. His current weapon is Prototype Archaic. This sword has been with me for a very long time, actually. This sword has been with me before I even got my any of my copies of Wolf's Gravestone. So that should give you an idea of how long it's been with me, or how long I've been using it. So yeah, currently everybody else is using Wolf's Gravestone, so I decided to just give Razor Prototype Archaic. He still does very well with Prototype Archaic, actually, so not that big of a deal. So yeah, so using that for now. Once again, his stats, decent crit rate, but obviously awful crit damage, unfortunately. His energy recharge is pretty nice though, for what that's worth. But yeah, let's go over his somewhat terrible artifacts. I gave him a physical damage bonus instead of electro damage. So there's that. This one rolled actually pretty decently in the crit rate, which actually was quite surprising. It rolled, yeah, I think this one started out as a 3-line, and it rolled 3 times the crit rate, and then once into HP, flat HP. So honestly, this piece is not actually that bad. It's the other ones that kind of become kind of monka giga though. This one roll I think once or twice into attack, flat attack, once into the crit rate, and then once into ER. Flower, let's see. Yeah, I would have liked this flower to roll more into crit damage. And in fact, I think I have, let's see. No one's using this actually. Actually, I could give him this, and it's straight up better. Switch this, yeah. So let's give him that. I didn't realize I had a spare plus 20 glad flower just lying around there, all conveniently. So let me check here. Yeah, so he has a little bit better crit damage because of that. Sacrifices some ER, but that's okay. I would rather have more crit damage here. So 91%, a little bit better. Still not ideal because, like people say, you want to go for that 1.1 to 2 ratio. But whatever improvements that we can make, especially ones that are just that easy. So this is his flower. Rolled a couple times into defense and HP percent. Not ideal, obviously. Would have liked more into crit damage, ideally. But it is what it is. At least it got some into crit rate and crit damage for what that's worth. This is his mask. This is crit rate mask. At least it got some crit damage out of that. I think it rolled once into crit damage, once into attack percent. Yeah, I think this one rolled literally once into everything. So that's pretty funny. Probably start out as a 3-line, rolled crit damage, and then rolled once into everything else. So, quote unquote, balanced rolls. But yeah, if Razor had rolled more crit damage rolls, which he had his artifacts did have the opportunity to do so, then I think he would have honestly been fine. But they didn't, so crit damage, sorry, is looking a little sad right there. Sag in the rain. But yeah, that's Razor's profile. Even with this crit rate setup, he still does very well from what little that I've used of him so far, just doing dailies and stuff, as I work on getting his friendship to level 10. All right, so the main star of this Whales log video for Genshin. So I have worked on getting Lumen, or Traveler, main character, or however you want to call her, or him if you have Ether. I have worked on getting Lumen and building her to be a sub DPS / Geo nuke, because I was looking at a couple spreadsheets as far as like that were all about like Genshin artifact sets, and here's our recommendations to how to build them, and one of them caught my eye with using Traveler as a sub DPS / Geo nuke. I thought that was pretty interesting, and I had the things that I had what they what the spreadsheet called for as far as like gear requirements stuff. So I decided to give it a shot. So this is what she's working with: 80% crit rate and about 170% crit damage. So her crit stats are very nice, and with a little bit of extra energy recharge on top of that. So kind of the cherry on top, so to speak. The Geo nuke build called for Primordial Jade Cutter as her best in slot preferred weapon. Main reason I would assume being it has a shit ton of crit rate if you get to level 90. So Primordial Jade Cutter, obviously one of the best stat stick weapons in the game. I would assume, because it just gives you such a thick crit rate. I mean, shit, man. If we were to take a look at her crit rate again, her weapon itself by itself is accounting for more than half of her crit rate that she has available. So yeah, there you go. And I got it to level 90, and she herself is level 90. So I hope she's gonna be spitting out a ton of damage. And from what little that I've used her against the cryo hypostasis, because I'm starting to farm for Eula mats right now, she seems like she's doing very well. But I need to use her in a more in like an abyss setting, like abyss floors 9 through 12, to really see how much damage she can put out. So far so good, but needs further testing. So these are artifacts. Obviously, since if you go through the story, you should have your main character C6, or you should have the materials to do so at the very least. And her talents, the talents you need to level up. In case you guys have never invested into Traveler before, Traveler has a weird quirk with him or her, depending on who you play, where depending on what element they are, they require either Mondstadt talent books or Liyue talent books. So obviously, if you're Geo, because Liyue is Geo, you need Geo talent books for her Geo, and you need Mondstadt talent books for if you have her on Anemo, him or her on Anemo. For both elements though, and I assume this is going to be the same when we get when we get Inazuma, which is Electro Nation or whatever. For either one, for any element that she is, or he or she is, they need rotating books. Like they need all three types. So for one talent stage, for one talent level, they'll need like since she's Geo right now, let me use Geo Lumen as an example. One skill level, she'll need Diligence. Next one, once you level that up, the next level up stage needs fucking, what are the other Liyue books? Prosperity. And the next one is Gold. So it rotates like that. So it's kind of annoying, to be honest, getting Traveler's talents leveled up because you need all three talent book types. So not a lot of people want to level up Traveler's talent books, admittedly, because you need all three, and that's kind of a hassle when every other character in the game only needs one talent book type. But I grinded it out, and yeah, I've got both her skill and her ult or talent, her talents to skill and talent or skill and ult, sorry, to level 12. The reason why I don't have it at level 13, which I plan to do actually, is because I don't have enough crowns. I've been able to use every single crown I've ever gotten in this game, which is kind of surprising. That, and I have a ton of these Tales of Boreas, because for whatever reason the wolf has been dropping a ton of tails, and I guess I haven't really invested too much into other characters who need tails as well. So I decided, fuck it. I have what Lumen needs, so may as well invest a little bit into this. So her, like I said, her skill and ult are at very high levels, as she needs to be a Geo / sub DPS nuke. So that's that. Let's go into the meat of her profile, which is her artifacts. So this is her Geo damage bonus cup. Rolled once into flat attack. Rolled twice into crit rate, looks like twice, and then roll the rest into energy recharge. So very nice piece overall. Could be better, but hey, still very, very good, all things considered, especially when it's an inset Geo damage bonus cup. This is our attack percent thing. Rolled once into flat attack, but it did roll a ton into crit damage, like at least twice. That looks like a 2-roll, and then once. Yeah, makes sense. 2, 1, 1, and it probably rolled flat HP because it started as a 3-line. So a ton of crit damage rolls here, very nice. This is her feather, a lot of crit damage, a lot of energy recharge. Once into flat defense, unfortunately, but that's okay. And then I believe this is the flower that my Albedo used to use. So this flower was the one that originally she was supposed to have, but it rolled a ton to defense percent. And now I was like, wait a minute, Albedo needs a defense percent. So I took a look at his flower, which is what Lumen has right now. And I was like, wait a minute, this is actually much better on my Traveler. So I decided to swap their flowers. So now this is what Lumen has, Albedo's flower, and then Albedo has what would have been Lumen's flower, if that makes any sense. So thanks to Albedo's flower, switching them around, now Lumen has a much better crit stat lineup. So mainly because of the fact that this roll like once or twice into crit damage, which is very good. And this is our crit damage mask, because she's already using, what was it? She's already using Primordial Jade Cutter, which gives her a fat stack of crit rate. I decided to go with a crit damage mask this time, and I was like, if this gets any rolls with crit rate, then that's a win for me, and it did once, so which is more than enough. I think I have other crit damage masks that I could play around with and see if they roll better. Like for example, like I've got these ones right here. They all have attack percent. They could roll crit rate. I could feed a couple pieces into them and see if they do, and see if I can full send the mask that she has currently into any of these to see if they roll any better into like attack percent or crit rate. But right now, I don't have any more because I bankrupted myself earlier yesterday, getting Mona's talent levels up. Talent level up, which I'll explain later, or which I'll go over later. So that's the mask that Lumina is working. My Lumina is working with. I kind of wish it rolled more into crit rate, but because it rolled once to flat attack, I think twice into flat HP. It must have also rolled HP percent as its 4th line because it started as a 3 line, but whatever. It's okay. Yeah, I think those are all her pieces. So yeah, once again, very good stat lineup, 80% crit rate, which actually goes higher if she uses her ult, because one of her talents is, let's see, or is it her constellation? I think it's constellation. Yeah, so her constellation, if she uses her ult, everyone in the party gets 10% crit rate buff while they're inside its radius. So realistically, that should be 90% crit rate instead of just 80%, which is obviously really nice. All right, so Jean. Let's see, Jean. I believe I've already shown you guys her at level 90 with the level 90 sack sword. So my plans, I plan to revise Jean's artifact set, and the reason for this is because I want to switch her off to a 4-piece Veer setup. Actually, give me 1 second. The screen's gonna freeze because I'm alt tab right now, so it's not just you. It's doing it on purpose. So I still want to use Jean as a more of a support, put her in a more of a support role, but I do plan on switching her to 4-piece Veer because I believe that's a preferred artifact set for a dedicated support role. And I know I've got the Viridescent pieces to support that because I think I've farmed Viridescent art domain a few times, so I should be able to have some pieces ready for her, like this one, for example. Maybe a couple more Viridescent feathers down here in case the one up top, the 4-line up top, doesn't roll very well. Let's see. I think I have a better attack percent Viridescent piece. I think. Yeah, I should. Yeah, these ones down here in case this one doesn't roll very well for whatever reason. Yeah. So I'm not really gonna care too much about the crit stats. All I care about are like just stacking Jean with as much attack percent as possible because I think her healing scales off her attack percent. So I'm planning to give her attack percent, like just attack percent artifacts, main stat artifacts out the ass. So attack percent circlet, attack percent, a Nemo damage bonus, or sorry, what the fuck was I just saying? An attack percent goblet, unless a Nemo damage bonus is actually the way to go for her. And attack percent timepiece. So everything in that. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, she wants support. Jean wants attack percent goblets. So yeah, everything attack percent. And yeah, I do plan on keeping my my energy recharge flower on her. Yeah. Because I believe this is the Penta Energy Recharge. Yeah, Penta Energy Recharge. So yeah. This will stay on her, because this is kind of her piece. However, yeah, I'm going to swap out this one. Let me check real quick. I should have an attack percent in piece or in set Viridescent Goblet. Yeah, 2 of these right here. So I'll give her one of these. Which one is this? Okay, yeah. I'll give her one of these, and then replace the feather with one of with this. So yeah, that's my plans for Jean. Switch her to a 4-piece Veer set. Keep the flower because it has a ton of energy recharge for her, and yeah, make her even beefier of a support Jean. That's my plans with her. Talent wise, oh yeah, I already lore. I say lore. It's an FGO term because in FGO, loring is basically the same as crowning. But yeah, her talents are looking okay. I don't know if I should ever level this up. I don't have enough plumes anyway. I don't have a lot of those. So yeah, she can stay at a level 8 skill talent or level 8, whatever her normals are. And I already got her Gale Blade and her skill and her ults crowned. So she's perfect in the talent department. Ganyu, let's go on to Ganyu. Not much else. I did plan on setting aside a 4-piece Wanderers set for her in case I want to play main DPS Ganyu. But so far, her 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Blizzard set has been treating me just fine. So trying to get her a 4-piece Wanderers set is not very high priority at the moment. But eventually I do want to do it. Eventually, because I think I have enough good enough Wanderers pieces from all the fucking world boss farming that I've done so far over the past like 2 or 3 months, ever since I got Ganyu, in order to give her a proper 4-piece Wanderer set. Right now, though, it's just a matter of getting her her skill up to talent level 10. So I'm just waiting on getting more Shadows of the Warrior, more butt plugs for her. Oh, and of course, more Mora. Please spare me some Mora. I am a broke whale. Kecking. So Kecking got a total artifact overhaul, and now she's performing much better. So give you an idea of her stats. I revised her stats, so it looks much better now. Thank God. Because before her, when I used Kecking initially, and when I first started working on artifacts seriously, like 4 or 5 months ago, that however long ago that was, she had very bad crit rate to crit damage substats. So I didn't really understand how artifact substats work back then, or not completely. But now I've been able to get some good pieces for her. So now that's what her crit lineup looks like now, which is very nice. And I managed to get her Black Sword R5. I know that technically, also I'm going to Alt Tab, so don't worry if the screen freezes. Because I'm gonna go check Kecking's. I'm gonna check Kecking's weapons real quick. Yeah, so Kecking Black Sword build. Apparently on the spreadsheet that I'm currently using, I'll actually link the spreadsheet that I keep referring to in the description in case you guys want to check it out for yourselves, because I didn't make it. So I at the very least I should share it with you guys so I don't sound like I'm hogging resources all to myself. But anyways, it would appear that Black Sword is not that high up the weapon tier list. However, I did invest into R5 Black Sword, and she still does very well with it in my opinion. So, yeah, I've spent all my battle passes so far on getting 5 copies of Black Sword. So I guess I'm one of the few people in the world who have R5 Black Sword at level 90 for whatever reason. So yeah. This is her dedicated weapon. I know that, again, there are technically better weapons out there for her, but this is her weapon, and this weapon... How does that line go again? There are many like it, but this one is hers? Something like that. This is my Black Sword. This is my R5 Black Sword. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Well, in this case, this one's Kecking. But yeah, I think she also looks very, very badass with it as well. Black Sword just looks like a super cool weapon in itself, so... Definitely top tier as far as aesthetics go. I've always thought that the black and red color schemes look fucking badass as hell, so maybe you guys feel the same. But yeah, so now she herself is level 90, and her weapon is also level 90. Level 90 weapon for a level 90 waifu. Alright, let's go into her artifacts. Actually, before then, I did get spooked by Kecking a couple of times over the past couple of rolls, so now she is C3. For what that's worth. I think constellations don't really matter too much on Kecking though, so your mileage may vary. Talents, she only has base level 6 talents, mainly because she also needs Rings of Boreas, which unfortunately Mona shares as well. So her talent levels have been kind of stalled for a very long time. Kecking is one of my favorite characters in this game, and I will work on crowning her skills, all of her talents eventually. But obviously, I'm kind of gated by, well, both Mora, though we can get Mora easily. But more importantly, the motherfucking rings. Thankfully, with the last 1.5 update recently, they've added the whole Dream Solvent material, which lets you side upgrade your side grade, I guess, your whatever weekly materials that you get from each weekly boss. So that's great. I've already used all the Dream Solvents that I've gotten so far to converting some of the tails that I had, which I had a huge surplus of for some reason, and still enough to spare, into getting some rings. And so far I've used those rings on Mona, which I'll show you in a bit. But once all of Mona's talents are maxed, I'll probably work on dedicating all my rings that I get in the future to level up Kecking's talents, as you can see here. So yeah. For right now, they're only talent level 6, but hopefully in the future I'll be able to upgrade them more. Let's see. Now let's go into her artifacts. So, starting with her cup. Electro damage bonus. I built her as Electro. I'm not sure if I built her as Electro Sustain or Quick Swap Electro, but I did build her for an Electro style. So she has Electro damage bonus cup, which with awful substats, I'm gonna be honest, because I don't think she really cares for Elemental Mastery all that much. Let me actually see if I have any more electro damage bonus cups here. That one's trash. Holy crap. This one's okay. I think I got this recently as I was farming, cryohypostasis for Eula mats, like I said. So I may actually convert this into the, or feed this cup into this, and see how many times it rolls into crit damage. Even then, I'm not sure. Yeah. I guess if I'm feeling lucky, I could do that. Actually, you know what? If I do that, since that's a gladiator cup, I could actually swap out one of my other gladiator. Oh yeah, you know what? I could make this even better, and I could look for maybe another crit rate circlet. Maybe this one, for example. I mean, even this one is already better than the one Kecking has already, because this adds a lot of crit damage and it has attack percent too. It just has a little bit of a cherry on top. You know, I could do that actually. I'm actually kind of tempted to, because even if this cup doesn't roll that many good stats into this new gladiator electro damage bonus cup right here, the fact that I'm switching her her circlet to this plus 20 crit rate circlet that I have already, since this one already rolled like twice into crit damage, I think this will probably make up for it, honestly. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Fuck it, let's do it live. So let's switch her. Go electro damage bonus. Switch to this. Lock that one, I guess. And enhance this. Go down here. Like this. Let's see. Do I have enough more to support this, though, is the question. Probably not. But, I mean, shit, bro. Let's see. Yeah, I do not have Mora at all. So, maybe I shouldn't do this now. Maybe I should just do this next time. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it now. Let's see. Making sure. Fuck it, dude. Hey, it actually rolled a couple times into once into crit damage. That's all I needed, actually. It rolled more into it rolled twice into HP, flat HP, which sucks, but oh well. Hey, shit, Kecking is already going to get a lot more crit damage out of this already. So that was worth it. Even just for the little crit damage boost. And she got one energy recharge of that too. So that's nice. I don't think I have enough more to get her, get this thing to max level. Yeah, I think, I can only go up to 19. And I'm going to run out of more before then. Because how much does this cost? Let's see, 15,000, yeah. Get it like halfway. If I had been able to trigger like double, then maybe. But yeah. Let me try to bait like a double success or something. Nah, not quite. Okay, so almost off that. Actually, since I'm desperate, Kek W. What is this? Oh, 2,000 realm currency. Cool. Let's go to the shop. Paimon's bargains. Start dust exchange. I can only exchange it 3 times. Wow, I'm a broke bitch. Fuck it, dude. The things we do for our waifus, I guess. Alright. The things we do. Actually, is it enough to use 3 stars? Let's use 3 stars, fuck it. Yeah, that's good. All right, and okay, and more energy recharge. I'm actually not too upset by that. Obviously, ideally, it goes into crit damage, so that's okay. Let's see. Okay, so she has an inset gladiator cup with a crit damage bonus and a couple some rolls into energy recharge. Dash cool. And we can actually replace this and give her this circlet, which is already plus 20. And yeah, that's actually super hot. I think this one rolled once into attack percent, twice into crit damage, and then once into flat attack. I think, because I don't think you can get plus 29 as a single roll into a flat attack, right? I think this has to be a 2 roll, or it rolled attack flat attack and then got a roll into it. So, all right, now let's take a look at her setup. Nice. That's looking real good. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, my good sirs. 85% crit rate and almost 200% crit damage. That's super hot. I even forgot what her crit damage was before this. Since it was roughly a 1-to-2 ratio, I would assume around 160%. Oh yeah, so I think she started with 167%. Now she has 192 crit damage. Oof. I'm excited to use Kecking now. I've been using her a couple times just as part of my my rock farming team, just to have her tag along and take care of enemies, whatever enemies that I obviously encounter along the way during my rock farming runs. And she's been obliterating people, and I fucking love it, man. It feels I haven't been able to use Kecking in quite a while, like the past 3 or 4 months actually, because I had fucked up her artifacts trying to in an attempt to make it better. So I wasn't able to use her until now, until I went back and seriously focused on getting her artifacts ramped up again, or revamping artifacts. So now I'm feeling the nostalgia hitting me again, because Kecking was one of my first 5 stars when I first started this game. So it's a great feeling to be able to use her again, seriously this time, and with her freaking blasting people out of the water. So yeah. Anyways, I don't think I show you guys the rest of her artifacts piece by piece. So there's her brand new electro damage cup. Thank God I got this. I think I literally got this yesterday at the time of this video recording. Like I said, because I was farming the cryohypostasis for Eula mats. This is her attack timepiece. Originally, I think she had this one, and then I realized that, hey, this one exists, and this has way better crit stats. Because this one rolled only into crit rate and crit damage, even though it does have 2 flat stats. So like, shit, man, I guess I'll just use this. I think my Klee had this at one point, and I was like, wait a minute, why does Klee have this? And I gave it to Kecking. So yeah, let's see. This is her feather. Rolled once into HP, but it rolled the rest into energy recharge and crit damage. So very nice. And her flower. Again, this one rolled, I think, once? I think it must have max rolled defense, flat defense. Max roll? I don't know. But once into defense, flat defense, and the rest into crit rate and crit damage. So, yeah. Kecking overall got very lucky with her crit rolls in all of her artifacts. So, I mean, you have to be, because otherwise, without them, how would your crit lineup look like this? So, my Kecking is Omega buff now, which makes me very happy. So, and I even used her for Abyss, this current Abyss cycle with all the lectors and the Abyss heralds and stuff. So, and she did a lot of work, so I'm very happy. Moving on, Mona. I do have plans to switch Mona's weapon to Scoured Atlas, and in fact, I can right now. Who's got Scoured Atlas right now? Oh, Yanfei. She doesn't really need it right now though. But I do plan on overhauling Mona a little bit, just like how I did for Kecking. And the reason for that is because I want to play Mona as main DPS. But back when I first set up my Mona, I was like, oh, Witsith must be her best book because people tell me to. But then after I did a little bit more research, it appears that Witsith is her preferred book only if you're looking to do, specifically if you're looking to do vaporized triggered or hydro triggered vaporized nukes. Where you ult with Mona and then you switch to Bennett and he uses his skill, or he uses E, and then he triggers Mona he blows up the nuke for Mona, stuff like that. However exactly that works. So Witsith is specifically the book that she wants to use for that kind of strategy. Otherwise, just for a straight vanilla DPS Mona style, or build rather, I believe her preferred weapon will be Scoured Atlas, because it's just a flat attack percent main stat. Not only that, but I do want to give her a better 4-piece Hydro set. Let's see if I've gotten any better Hydro damage bonuses. I have actually. I've actually been banking up a few Hydro damage percents. I got 3 full lines of this, so I got 12 artifacts to play around with. Yeah, these Gladiator artifacts also seem good. This one's already a double crit, though the crit rate is low as min roll. This one's double crit actually. And it started out as a 4-line, max crit rate too. So a lot of potential here that there is, and yeah. Looks like her cup still has to be her off piece though, but that's fine. it'll probably mean that I have to go back to Hydro Domain to try to see if I can grab. Actually, no. As DPS Mona wants a time percent, no, what am I saying? I'm still slipping over my words again. DPS Mona actually wants an attack percent timepiece. I think she can actually work with either. But I'm gonna experiment a little and give her an attack percent timepiece because I already have one for her, and it's in set and it's gold. Although unlike her energy recharge piece right now that she has, where it's only a purple artifact. Though it did roll a few good crit rates. Yeah, crit rates. But yeah, I'll be replacing this with this artifact right here at some point, and so she can have a full gold artifact set. And I'll let you guys know how that works. Constellations, I got spooked by Mona a couple more times, so now just like Kecking, she is also C3. C2 is what you want for a dedicated DPS Mona build. Excuse me. And her talents, I got her ult to, I crowned her ult first, and I recently crowned her first skill, her auto attacks and her normals. Actually just earlier today. So the crowning this was what broke my bank, and now I have no more again. So thanks, Mona. I am now playing Mona Simulator with no Mora. Anyways, so yeah. Plans with Mona, switch her to Scoured Atlas and get Scoured Atlas to level 90. Change her artifacts, swap out her Hydro damage bonus cup with something with double crit, and switch this to the attack percent timepiece. Let me check this one. This one has, let me see here. Actually, no, I think she has to keep this, hat, because... yeah, I could maybe switch this with this one and maybe see if she rolls more into crit damage, because this is still a crit rate hat that's in set, but I'm not too sure how that's gonna roll. Yeah, not sure how well that'll go, but it's worth trying. Yeah, it's worth trying. Her other artifacts are okay, I guess. Her other artifacts, I could try seeing if they roll, because I know I have other Hydro pieces, so I could probably roll the other ones to see if they get better, end up with better crit rate substats. Because right now I think Mona is working with just a 60% and 117%, respectively. 200% energy recharge, but that's gonna go down once I switch her off to a more dedicated DPS role. In any case, yeah, those are my plans with Mona so far. Ningguang, I don't think I shared my level 90 Ningguang with you guys. Ningguang is now level 90. Her substats are still kind of trash. Her crit rate is still decent, but obviously her crit damage is kind of bad. However, I did get her talents leveled a little bit more. Kind of running out of spirit lockets though, so she's kind of stalled in that front. I still do have 4, so maybe I could level up two more of her talents once I get more books for her, and some more on top of that. So I think I'll level up her ult and then her normal attacks. I think that's what I'll do. The spirit lockets that I have, C6. Yeah, I already showed you guys her artifacts and whatnot. I also got her Memory of Dust to level 90. Since I will roll on the Summit Shaper banner, there is a chance that I will roll more copies of Memory of Dust. I'm considering just refining the Memory of Dust that my Ningguang has, just so it gets stronger and stronger. And so I can pimp out my Ningguang more, because I'm not sure who else would really use Memory of Dust. Maybe you guys in the comments can let me know if there's anybody else in the game who can actually work with Memory of Dust. But I'll wait for your guys' comments. That's for Ningguang. Fish. I got Fish to level 92. And I rolled a 3rd copy of Scoured Harp. I think 3rd copy. No, only 2nd, sorry. The first one I gave to Tartaglia. But I rolled the 2nd copy of Harp and got that one to level 92. So that's cool. And so, yeah. So now her stats look something like this. She has a lot of crit rate. What the hell? Now that we have the new Pale Flame domain, apparently, the word on the street is that if you want a dedicated machine gun fish build, machine gun DPS fish build, that was hard to say. You want to look for a 4-piece Pale Flame, because fish makes use of the 4-piece set very well. So not only am I farming pale flame sets, artifacts for Eula whenever she shows up, but I'm also going to look for a 4-piece set to give to my fish, because I want to use fish as a dedicated machine gun, DPS archer type, whatever. So yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to get some good artifacts and substats along the way. But yeah, for now, just know that right now my fish is built for DPS mainly. I should really switch this one out and give her a physical damage bonus. Where is it? Yeah, physical damage bonus. Maybe give her this one. It would be in set too, so that'd be very nice. If this rolls crit damage, that would be fucking perfect. But what are the chances of that? I already got an inset pale flame cup though, so that's a good start. But other than that, I don't expect to get like my 4-piece pale flame set for a fish up and running for a very long time. So I'll probably just use this for the time being. I'll level up this one for the time being and give that to fish for her to work with. But other than that, yeah, that's about it for fish. Just got her to level 90. Same thing with Beta. Got Beta to level 90, and her Wolf's Gravestone also to level 90. So that'll be her copy of Wolf's Gravestone. And same substats as before. I know Beto's substat artifacts could use a little bit of improvement, but for now, since I have other people's artifact sets are higher priority, she's gonna be working with this for now, and she does very well with it anyway. So yeah. Other than that, not much else to talk about. I could actually get her talents leveled up even higher. Her skill and her talent, her skill and her ult. Because I noticed I've got a lot of these Dvalin's size, so may as well use some of these. So I'll look to see if I can get these up to a level 12 at the very least. Because Beto is also one of my favorite characters in the game. Albedo, his artifact sets look his crit stats look a little bit worse now. Because, like I said earlier when I was talking about Traveler, I did swap around some of his pieces, so his crit substats now look a lot worse, unfortunately. It was a worthy sacrifice, but yeah. Since I don't have him actually deployed in my party, his crit rate is only at 50%. Once I do have him equipped on my party, or deployed in my party, that crit rate should go up to whatever Harbinger of Dawn gets him up to, 20%. So yeah, it's about 78% crit rate. His crit damage suffered as a result, obviously, because I swapped one of his flowers out. But for what it's worth, the flower does have a boatload of defense percent. I think it scales with defense percent, so hopefully he appreciates that at least a little bit. But yeah, his crit rate substats did go down a little bit, but it was for the greater good to enable a nuke lumen build. So. Mr. Dong Li, I haven't made any changes to him specifically. What do you take? Actually, I don't even know because he's not level 90 yet. But yeah, he is C4 because I did roll for Yanfei, and I got 3 more copies of Dong Li, Mr. Dong. So now I have the AOE buff for his ult, which actually has come in pretty handy in a couple of situations. So I'm pretty thankful for that. Let's see. Let me check his substats. 60% crit rate, 163% crit damage. Not bad actually, but I think I would actually prefer having him have a little bit higher crit rate. But for now, Mr. Dong, my Zhongli gets the job done very well. So I'm not disappointed in the slightest. His artifacts could have rolled a little bit better though, I will say that. But yeah. Zhao, no changes. Venti, no changes. Chi-Chi, no changes. Pop-Tart, I suppose I should mention that he is C6 now. There you go. C6. And I switched off his Rust to a Harp. So he is working with Harp right now. And his stat line is 65 to 121%. So I guess roughly a 1 to 2. So not bad. I think his crit damage could be a lot higher though. Hutao. Oh yeah, that's right. I think her crit rate is really low because I took off one of her crit rate things. Oh yeah, that's right. I think the one that I gave Kecking was the one that Hutao had initially. So I'm gonna have to look for a. I have to go back to a Blessed Domain and try to see if I can pick up a crit rate main stat mask at some point. to give back to her. Yeah. So yeah. Right now she's missing that. Cause yeah, need to swap some artifacts around. But she's friendship 10, so I don't plan on using her for a little bit, unless I'm obligated to, some point down the road. Oh, before I forget, or actually, I almost forgot. My Dongli has attack percent timepiece. I believe his preferred main stat for timepiece is actually HP percent. Let me check real quick. Screen's gonna freeze, so bear with me a little bit here. Yeah, as support / nuke, his timepiece would prefer having HP percent first, I think. And I believe I should have an inset HP percent somewhere. Yeah, this one. But he actually does prefer 4-piece tenacity, and I already got one inset, so cool. Unfortunately, I didn't roll crit rate, but this is as good as it's gonna get. Hopefully, I can get a better crit rate mask on him, so it kind of makes up for that. But yeah, that's also what I want to do for Dongli later. Get his revise his artifact set and give him 4-piece tenacity whenever that allows. Klee, I've had to switch around her artifacts a little bit, so I think her crit rates. Actually, no, this is the exact fucking same. Never mind. I thought her crit rate, her crit stats would change around a little bit, but it turns out it didn't. So, apparently Klee rerun is rumored to be in 1.6. So if there is like a new 4-star that shows up with 1.6, I assume I'm gonna have to roll on Klee rerun banner again, which I don't mind because obviously my Klee is only C0. Getting some more constellation for her would be welcomed. So yeah, talents all level 8 because she's still at level 80. Mr. D-Luke, no changes. I mean, he's got his Wolf's Gravestone, but that's about it. I do want to go back and actually revise his artifact sets because obviously he's only working with the 50% crit rate and only 140% crit damage. But yeah, I need to have some time. I need to get some time to go back and farm Crimson Witch domain though. So yeah, because his artifacts didn't roll very well. Not that he needs it because it's fucking D-Luke, but D-Luke needs good stats. This is news to me. But anyways, yeah, he's still only C1 too. Noelle, I still need to work on building. Same with Sucrose. I think I've already showed you guys my Diona and the fact that she has a level 80 Elegy, so she's working with that for now. I think she's making use of it. I honestly can't really tell, just because Elegy's passive takes a fucking essay to read, which I don't know why they had to write this much for a fucking weapon passive, but okay. Thanks, MiHoYo, I guess. But yeah. Diana's still working with 4-piece Noblesse, and she has Elegy right now, or she's working with Elegy. Kea, I want to build his artifact set very soon. He has the artifacts ready to go, actually, because these are the pieces that I've built for him. I don't really care too much about crit stats on him, because I just want to use him as a dedicated cryo support applicator, because recent cryo, or recent Abyss, now the new Abyss, with the Electro Heralds, they've given me a little bit of trouble, so I'm looking to see if maybe Kea can bail me out of that, like he has for much of the rest of the player base. So yeah, I'll probably work on Kea's artifacts sometime soon. His artifact set is higher on the priority list over others. Lisa, no changes. I will be yoinking her Scoured Atlas. Oh wait, I already gave the Scoured Atlas to fucking Yanfei, so never mind. So yeah, Lisa. Still chilling. Barbara. She's actually friendship 10, but she's still working with the fucking trash artifact set. Actually, no. These artifacts, 4-piece Maidens is actually probably intended for her. I probably intended to give that to her, except none of them are leveled. So I played the entire game, got Barbara to max friendship, and never leveled any of her artifacts. Her ult is strong enough anyway, though. Her ult heals for a lot, so whatever. Yanfei, she's new. Her talents are at level 6. Right now, she doesn't have an artifact set, so obviously her stats look like trash. And her weapon, I just gave her Scoured Atlas just as a placeholder. I have not built my Yanfei yet, as you can obviously see here. I don't know when I will. Probably after I... Actually, I'm degenning Pale Flame domain still, so... Honestly, getting around to building Yanfei and giving her her own artifact set to play with is probably not going to happen for a long time, unfortunately. Because I'm busy... Because right now, my priority is to degen Tenacity and Pale Flame sets. So, unfortunately, Yanfei is going to be taking a backseat in my roster for the time being. But yeah, there it is. Xinyan, she has an artifact set ready to go. I've decided to give her. I've decided to make her another one of my 4-piece Noblesse holders. So there we go. There she goes. Just needs her artifacts leveled up. Benny, well, Benny's Benny. Shangling. I think Shangling also has an artifact set ready to go. It's just that they need to be leveled. What friendship is she for? So yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to get her artifact sets leveled up before I start using her. And Amber. I'm probably just gonna use her as support, as a pyro applicator. And technically, I think she has oh yeah, she's also another 4-piece Noblesse holder. So yeah. I couldn't find a better energy recharge timepiece, so there it goes. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the only energy recharge timepiece Noblesse set that I have, and it's only purple. That's okay. So yeah, those are my characters. Let's see. Let me take a look at if I need to show off anything else here. I believe I've already shown you the weapon improvements that I have, that I had. Artifacts, we've already kind of gone over those. Items, food, blah 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 blah. Teapot. I guess I could show you guys my Serenity pot. Yeah, Serenity pot. But like, I don't know what the point of that would be, because it's literally just Animal Crossing and Genshin Impact. Right now, there's not really much to look at anyway, because right now I'm just trying to rush trust rank and trying to build up as much elegance as I can. So I'm literally just throwing around stuff around the map and not really caring about how good it looks. I'll care about that once, you know, my Serenity pot is at like, you know, max elegance or max trust rank, where I can actually afford to sit down and, you know, make my Serenity pot look nice. Or try anyway. I don't know if I have any architectural skills at all, or interior design skills at all. I probably don't. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother showing you guys the Serenity pot because there's not really much to look at. So there you go. Other than that, yeah, I guess I'll show you guys what I've been up to, and that is mainly working on Eula mats. So I've been farming cryo hypostasis for a little bit and degenning pale. I'm starting to degen Pale Flame domain. So where are my materials here? So yeah, I'm working on. Eula is gonna be my first instant level 90 character, or that's what my plans are. So I'm gonna work on getting 40 of these crystalline blooms. Let's see, what else does she need? The cryo hypostasis thankfully drops more of these, more of the cryo gems. So I need to build up my stock of cryo gems as well. 3 of these slivers, 9 of these fragments, 9 of the chunks, and then 6 of the big boy, the gold gems, whatever they're called. I don't think I have any gems on me right now, so I don't know what their name is. So I need to go farm those. Let's see. I think I need to go here. Yeah, I've got enough dandelion seeds because I think she needs 160 dandelion seeds flat. So I've got her covered in that respect. And I forgot which talent book she needs, so I need to farm for her talent books at some point. Yeah, so whenever that'll be. But we've got like how long does this banner last? We've got 2 weeks. I've got 2 weeks to prep for save up for Eula stuff, so I should have enough time to get her to level 90 instantly once she shows up. So, anyways, that'll be it for me. Another very long, hour-long fucking video. Hopefully you're not bored by me just rambling about my fucking Genshin Impact account. Otherwise, I don't know why you're still here watching. But thanks for watching, guys, and hope you guys have enjoyed listening to me ramble on and on for like the past hour. And yeah, see you guys next month for the next Whales Log for Genshin. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon.